Hello, hello, hello. This is Tyler, not Spencer, doing a nice little switcherooski on you as we get into this intro. Welcome to another episode of the Role Playing Guys. This is episode 3 of season 5 as we play Wrath and Glory. We really hope you've been loving it. Before we get into the meat of things, happy holidays and a happy new year. Now, to start up on the new year, what's a better way than listening to the Role Playing Guys or following us on the social medias on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and even Pinterest. You know, I think that's a pretty good New Year's resolution. So you should definitely write that down in your goals. Also, if you're interested, check out rolepg.com to view our reviews of games we've played. So Corporea, Numenera, D&D, Pathfinder, whatever we've played, we've written a review for it. So go ahead and check out the website. I put a lot of effort into it and it looks fantastic. Also, we want to give a big shout out to our Patreon patrons, Brad, Jules, and Steven. You guys are awesome. I'm not nearly as creative as Spencer in making cool comments about you, but we love you and thank you for the support. But hope you guys enjoy the episode. All right, welcome to Wrath and Glory. I think it's
stab.
Is it episode 3?
This is episode 3.
Episode 3. I feel like we haven't played in such a long time. I'm like so excited about the next session.
The craziest thing is it's only been a week.
Yeah,
I know, right? It feels like
the same
forever.
amount of space between other sessions.
Long week.
If you're joining in today, go back to episode 1. You danguses and enjoy the first episode. Awesome. So let's start it up. Nick, do you want to give us that sweet? Oh, sorry. We have with us today. We have Spencer playing Renee.
Buongiorno. Taking time.
Hey, that's mine. You can't do that.
Too late.
We
you aren't introduced anymore.
Sir Nicholas Talton playing Maximilian Granato. Yeah, and Danny's character loves his wife.
Hello. My name is Charles. I'm your friendly neighborhood deli sandwichman.
No, you're not.
That's interesting. What? I thought I was Salvatore.
That's Daniel Phipps.
No, it's me. It's me, Daniel. Your friendly neighborhood sandwichman. Hello.
Who also plays an Eldari son
That is
of a
correct,
gun.
I do. I am also Hugo Weaving. By night. By day, I'm making delicious hoagies. By night, I am kicking Keanu Reeves' butt.
So would you say that in both cases you are a hero?
Yes.
Totally.
Yes,
Totally.
yeah, very much so.
No, I would push back and say anyone who kicks Keanu Reeves' butt is not a hero. That...
Boom.
I'll go out there.
All opinions. All
Hot
opinions.
take.
And today, we have a special guest.
Who
Miss
is it?
Brianna Hatch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Coming
the
back.
one, the only.
We missed her.
Huh?
Well, one of us missed her killer, apparently.
Hee hee. Hee hee.
Huh?
I feel like we need more, female voice in this podcast.
What do you think
since we
Spencer's
have-
doing?
Especially in...
We have a male-female voice.
Yeah, where's your falsetto, Spencer?
Yeah, where is it?
Not all women have a high-pitched voice.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay, but you're not repping us. I came here to rep women.
Don't you talk about that to me. My name's Renee.
Don't you talk about you say that.
Don't you dare
say
talk
that.
bad about
Don't
the
you
Emperor.
say that. Don't you
Don't
say that.
you.
No.
So the whole crew's here. We're ready to start. So let's go with Nick. Do you want to do the recap for
Certainly.
us?
All right, so we have at last landed on the mysterious uncharted planet after surviving the orc barrage in space. We landed. We were trying to decide whether to land near the ruined city or far away from it. We decided to go far away and use a vehicle to go over to the city. And big shocker to everyone, there were a bunch of orcs there. Now, we first saw a bunch of dead orcs. It seemed like there were a couple of factions fighting against each other. And, one of those factions, I believe the Red faction, kind of erupted from the buildings and started fighting us. So we used like the guns from the machines and everything to fight back. And then we saw some other more human survivors. And they, with some reluctance from some of the people in our crew, we decided to go to where those survivors were posted.
Who dat?
And it turns out that they had pretty much been abandoned by the Empire, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like they went over there and then they just pretty much got stranded because of an orc attack.
Yeah, so basically they said that they were spacefarers, kind of like you guys. They worked for a rogue trader named Jules, and their ship got destroyed by the same orcs that your ship got destroyed by, and they are stranded on the planet. Anyone want to add other things?
I think that's about it. Jules Craft is the leader of this band.
Exactly, yes. And also, to kind of go along with the finding the orc bodies, Tolrian also noticed that there was some signs of Eldar weaponry
Oh, yes.
on the orcs.
My
So-
people are here, or at least some remnants. I must find them.
Exactly. So that's another key little clue for you
No one
guys.
cares.
But right now, you
I care!
Oh, dang! Shots fired here.
No one with a voice actually cares.
Oh dear.
My goodness gracious, does no one care about the beautiful cultures that could be dying here on this planet?
Do you guys got any?
Your
You guys got any
kind
cool?
doesn't have any
You guys got any
culture.
cool tech? Like, do you have mechanized like
Our-
eyes or like chips?
We
in your
have-
brains
we
or
have-
something.
We have planets with souls as their core. Yeah, we have cool technology. Get on my level.
You know what's interesting? Absolutely everything has a soul if you believe it, and nothing does if you don't. It doesn't matter because none of us matter.
But
Except for the Emperor.
the thing
He
is
has
though,
a soul.
no, the thing is though is that
He feeds off souls.
it is a demonstrable fact that our planets are made of souls a little bit. So I'm just saying.
You know, it's also a demonstrable fact to the orcs. If you paint your ship gold, it means more. It don't mean nothing. It really don't.
It's it is also a demonstrable fact that this is true.
Maximilian is just meditating in the corner at this point.
All right,
I feel
so
like
you
Renee
guys,
and Torian are having a very good back and forth as we walk.
you guys are doing this back
Yes.
and forth as you guys walk down this super dark tunnel. Griff kind of chips in every once in a while, say, "Yeah, Emperor, yeah, he's the best." Like
Shut up, Chip.
You say onto this Chippendale.
his name's Griff, but he kind of agrees with you.
Gryffindor.
He's a total fan of the Emperor. He loves him. So you guys are walking down this tunnel. You descend down into the dark corridors. The group of soldiers click on the flashlights attached to their helmets, chest riggings, and weapons, and begin traversing the maze of the tunnels. After a few minutes pass, you come to a massive armor-plated door, where one of the men bang on the hatch as if in code. The door opens up into a massive bunker complex filled with hundreds of people. As you look in, the bunker appears to be multi-level with various offshooting corridors leading to various rooms, such as like a barracks, an infirmary, armory, cafeteria. It's kind of the general thing you would have in a secret underground base, and even like workshops and farms and things like that to help people to make food. As you begin to look around the bunker facility, you see the group of soldiers begin to shove you into the direction of the stairs leading up to what appears to be a central room overlooking the entrance.
Are they actually pushing us?
They're guiding you to the stairs, saying that this is where Jules is. She's at the command center. That's what Griff says to you.
Okay.
He says, I can't even remember. She had a really bad New Yorker accent, right? Yeah, so Jules is just
I thought
right
she
up
would have
here.
had an Australian accent for some weird reason.
Oh, well, I mean,
Not a New Zealand accent.
I don't.
New Zealand accent.
I'm
whatever.
Griff.
Anyway,
Griff does it.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
don't
Shots
insult
fired.
our 5 listeners.
Yeah, but basically, she's right up here. Just follow me up the stairs. We'll get that open for you, and you can, talk the shop with her. How about that?
Great, that sounds great to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
Good gracious. I'm so
Who's
sorry.
talking like that?
I'm sorry I started that.
Who's that?
You know what? Okay, yeah, let's go meet him.
awesome. So you go walk up the
Yep.
stairs.
Perfect.
He puts the guard standing post at the command center. He flashes an ID card against the reader. The doors open up, and as you look around, oh wait, here.
I'm seeing so much.
You are.
Ah,
The doors
I
open.
can't handle all this scene.
The doors open, revealing an extremely ornate war room. A large central table fills the room, flanked with ornately carved chairs gilded with fine metals and stones. A glistening chandelier floats above the center of the table, as if outside the reach of gravity itself. As you look around the far end of the table, near the viewport of the room, you see a woman wearing what appears to be some form of an imperial naval captain's uniform, except modified with more frills, ruffles, and extended into a dress. A large three-pointed hat rests on her chestnut hair that is tied up in a ponytail. As you enter in, she turns around and, oh gosh, I feel like I'm going to blow this accent.
it's okay.
The best thing about
You got this.
doing accents is you never have to identify where they're actually from because you're in space. They could be from anywhere.
That's true.
It is true.
That's not a bad
kidding, are
British
you?
accent. That's not a bad Northern Ireland accent. No, that's just how Renee talks.
All right, you lot, what are you doing here? What, do you have a ship? Can we get out of here now?
Oh, yes, we have a ship. You don't.
Oh dear. Starting with that, aren't we?
She kind of just raises her eyebrow at you. Well, my men kind of told me about what was happening. You guys were just stranded fighting all the orcs by yourself in your little chimera, your little car. But
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't see your car around here.
it's because we got more than that, huh?
Oh, yeah, obviously. You got your fancy hanging chandelier.
Maximilian steps forward and says, "Yes, we have a ship. It does. Hold on. It can't fly away right now, right? It's been too damaged.
No, our ship is fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just confirming with Tyler, right? Like,
Yeah. So your personal ship,
yeah.
is totally fine. The Unwavering Faith is demolished.
So
It
we
is
have a short
not gonna
range
fly.
ship. Okay, so Maximilian would explain that, saying, basically saying that the ship that we have is a short ranged ship.
Character voice.
The ship that we have is a short-ranged ship. The cruiser that we came from, unfortunately, has been a bit, well, the worst for wear. Crippled, shall we say. So, we are, perhaps, arguably, a little less stuck here. But we still are to some degree. We hope to come here to discover what this city was all about. This was an uncharted planet. It was off of our charts entirely. So the sort of knowledge that we hope to find here was excited us. So we did not. We did not expect to see so many people.
So you fell for the whole AdMech base with the countless treasures, huh?
Well, it appears that you did too.
Well, exactly.
Hold on a
That's
second.
why
Are
we're
you
stuck
saying
here.
that there's nothing Adeptus Mechanicus about this place at all?
Oh, there is, but there's tons of orcs blocking our path.
I only really have one question here: is have you encountered any of my kind while you've been on this planet? Otherwise, I'm not sure if there's much of a reason for us to stay. Quite frankly,
I don't know if that's the case yet, little Eldar, but yeah, we have one of your kind here.
you do? Where?
Oh, now you're being all friendly, eh?
No, I asked a sincere question, and you responded, and now I'm responding in kind.
Correction.
I was
I was the one that wasn't so friendly. He's fine.
yeah. I've been actually. I feel rather upfront and cordial. Renee is typically, as she is, a little more
pisser.
rough around the edges, but it's quite all right.
I mean,
Well-
even though he looks like a right dick, he isn't one completely.
It is true. My hat does look rather phallic, but I am not. I am not a Pringus, as it were.
All right.
Not a
This
complete
doesn't
Pringus.
this doesn't matter.
No, not a
This
complete
doesn't
Pringus.
matter. What are you doing here? You got stranded. Were you trying to get into the base? Were you just floating around? You wanted to fight orcs? What did you want to do?
Well, I'm fine killing as many orcs as we can.
I wanted to explore. As you might expect, I am after relevant knowledge, and this, well, it's quite straightforward, I would say.
He did mention that there is absolutely nothing in the entire universe, anything at all, that he would
Nothing?
rather do than look at a base.
Nothing.
No, nothing. I tried
I can't
confirming it
believe
with
that.
him, and he
Oh
said
my gosh.
absolutely nothing.
I can't believe
I believe
that.
I believe his words were, "I am all about that bass, bout that bass, no treble."
No trouble. Well, I see this as an opportunity for us to, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. How about that, Renee? Renee's your name?
That does seem reasonable.
I feel
See.
that there might be unwanted contact, and that might cross the line into sexual harassment.
Yeah, I'm not a huge a fan of physical affection in that way, at least at this point.
Okay, well, all right.
If that's what you
a
want
bad-
to do, I
a
understand.
bad phrase.
This is a cultural exchange. I will begin to strip down.
And she's not stopping you.
What?
There's not much to say. Trust me.
But what I'm saying is, you're probably wanting to get into the base.
That is what we would like. Yes.
Me and my crew want to get off the planet. So, if we help you get into the base with our resources, will you help us get off this planet when you get off of it?
Well, fellow people loyal to the Emperor, I see. I think that is a fair trade. What do you fellow warriors think?
I would agree to this insofar as you give me all pertinent information you have of this elder that is on this planet.
She beckons you forward to
Good.
come up to her. She hands
and she slaps you.
She's
Now that's the type of physical contact I want.
and she's like, that one's for the Emperor. She hands you a key card. We've run into one of your kind before. She somehow was able to, find our base down here, and she came into our custody willingly. We've just had her in the brig for a day or two. We've been giving her food, but she's been waiting for something. She wouldn't tell us. You take this key card, Griff will take you down to the brig, and that should open it up, and you can talk with her if you want. She hasn't wanted to leave either, but we're kind of not wanting to leave. Let her go, You're welcome to do that. Now, the mission I have for the rest of you is one of the orc war bosses has been giving my people lots of trouble and stopping us from scavenging what's left over the supplies here in this Emperor-forsaken city. I want you to kill him. If you can do that, we can give you the key to the Mechanicus base.
That's all we have to do.
Well, that is our specialty, is it not?
No,
I
I
think-
just think this might be a little too easy.
Let's calm your knickers down here.
My knickers are fine.
But basically, this orc's name, if you can call it a name, is Nargul Cogtooth. He's a big gearhead over in the Cog tribe, and he's taken residence in the Imperial base, the Imperial Guard base at the east of the city. So my scouts see him tinkering and pulling apart vehicles, all that kind of jazz and such. So you should be able to find him there, but be careful. He's a lot more powerful than you think, and you shouldn't take him lightly. He's destroyed a lot of my outposts and my vehicles that I used to have, and now I don't.
So would you... Is there a... is there an approach you would suggest, then? Since you seem to have encountered it before.
Well, we've just avoided him. He's pretty powerful, so we've avoided him using the tunnel systems. But you guys seem like you're a really strong group, and you could definitely do it.
We are very, very powerful.
Yeah, look at that Eldar. He is very powerful.
Indeed. Griff, take me to my kind.
Is Torian really, like, stripped down at this point? Has he put anything back on?
He's sort of he's looking like as it would be a cinematic introduction to a mechanic working in the shop. He's pulled his like stuff down such that it's revealing his chest, but like the sleeves and whatnot are just kind of dangling.
There's still a little to imagine.
Wait, has he tied them like around his waist so it's like so that way it doesn't drop any further?
Of course, but it has exposed a beautiful V. It's quite something. He also has lovely back dimples.
I can't remember. Eldar are kind of like buggy looking almost, right? I'm kind of imagining like the monster from The Shape of Water.
So their armor makes them look more alien than they actually appear. If you were to see them without their armor off, my understanding at least is that they have a Tolkien-esque elfin-like appearance. But it's
interesting.
Jules also gives you, Renee, a data pad, and on this data pad has the what's the correct wording for this? The layout of the Imperial base, so you can kind of get an idea of what you're kind of getting into. Okay, so I'm going to send that in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I don't exactly know what they're using each room for, but this is basically the format of the structure, the interior, the exterior. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Besides that, this was the old planetary governor's bunker, so we have a lot of arms, armor, things like that. So if you need anything to resupply, Griff will take you to the armory also on your way out. So yeah, so she reaches out to all of you with a handshake as a gesture of sealing the deal.
Okay.
It's up to you if you guys want to take it or not.
Yeah,
I will accept, yes.
Awesome. Don't come back until Cogtooth is dead. Griff will take you to the armory for a resupply, and after he'll take you to the brig Tolerian if you'd like.
I would appreciate it. Very much so.
So Griff will take you guys out of the command center. Also, I'll send you a picture I found that kind of what I thought Jules would look like. So that's a little Imperial, but did I write? Okay, no, I didn't write but thank goodness. So I thought I did. So he'll take Renee and Maximilian to the armory, and he will leave you guys there to resupply, grab what you need, and then he will take Tolerian down to the brig. He'll take the access card from you, scan it against the brig, and the metal door will open up, and inside you see a Eldar woman.
Can I just set the scene real quick?
Do you want to?
Yes! Yes! Ah! Yay!
Yay!
Let's get a picture of what you would kind of look like.
Oh, I have a whole scene set up in my room.
Oh, perfect. Then you paint that picture.
Yeah. So I've been getting food in the brig, right?
Yes.
Okay. All the mashed potatoes are on the wall, and they make a gigantic picture of Tulrian's face.
What?
What? It's a mashed potato me.
Oh, but that's not it.
Do you want to describe what you look like?
Okay. A step back from mashed potatoes. So
Yes, okay.
I have this long hood. It's bright fluorescent pink and blue and diamonds.
All right. You come from the Pony Rainbow Sparkle clan.
Equestria, if you will.
Yeah.
And I kind of have like this long draping loincloth that like goes around my front and then covers my back. But I'm wearing like spandex all over my body. That's
Same.
like bright. It's also bright yellow. So I'm made out of blue, pink, and yellow. Remember that.
blue, pink, and yellow.
Yeah,
pink and yellow.
Pink and yellow. And
all right,
you
so
can't see my
that's
face
okay.
either. You can just see
I
my
cannot
bright
see your
clothing.
face.
Yeah, I have a mask
Oh.
on.
Okay, cool.
Do you have
So-
a specific mask? Like a...
It's just blank, but there's like 2 like winged eyeliner eyes painted on there. So that's how you can tell I'm a lady.
So that's what you see as you enter in, and also the your face painted in mashed potatoes.
Okay, yes.
Are you
And
being
then there's
serious
another
about that?
paste made out of
Because I have a
peas.
hard time believing that that's actually what's there.
I've been in this bunker for 2 days, and they've been feeding me. I have enough time.
Well, yeah, but has your character ever met Torian?
We're
Yes.
about to find out.
Great. All right.
All right, okay, I'm just gonna go with it. All right, so I turn around.
Well, if that ain't the way of the web. You're Pringus. I didn't expect this.
Oh, my goodness. I was not expecting this at all. I thought you were going to be in rather destitute conditions, quite frankly. These Imperials, I thought they were going to treat you like a mongrel.
Don't you know what I am?
I am uncertain. Do I know what she is? Can I roll to see if, like, things she's wearing give her away? Because, like, with
If anything
with
gives
some
her
of this,
away,
like-
it has to be what she's wearing.
because with what you were saying with these diamonds and things going on and the mask she is wearing, my guess is she is a harlequin.
Yeah, you clearly know that.
Fascinating. All right, harlequins are total monsters, so this is going to be sweet. Well, I apologize. It is good to make your acquaintance. What is your name? I am Toul Rien, as it appears you know me quite well, as this mashed potato mosaic would say.
Oh, thank you. I excel at art. In fact, that's my whole life in the service of the one.
Yes, you're the laughing god.
Oh, yeah. He's amazing. He sent me this amazing vision where I saw you.
Wait, please continue.
Oh, oh, you want to hear my story?
I do. I did not plan to come here to this planet and learn more about myself. If the gods have placed me in a vision, I do intend to know it.
Well, Tolrian, you are central in something. That, I'm sure. Well, the Great One sent me this marvelous dream after I'd performed to a troop of young ones. And in this vision, some farseer, was stretching out her hand, spreading pox and corruption in her wake. But Tolrian stepped up, and when he stretched out his hand, you stopped it. And so I came to be the Great One's eyes, the Laughing God's eyes, and I don't know whether he'll be laughing through them at your demise or at your triumph. But I'm here, aren't I?
You certainly are here. There's so much to take in. A farseer? There's a farseer spreading plague? Here?
Well,
Where?
I'm not sure. All I know is I'm supposed to be here so that we can reform the god you need.
Our goddess Inead. Yes. You're here to rebuild her. Very good. Oh, wow. There's so many things for me to consider at this moment. I suppose, well, I'll turn to Griff. Griff, can I escort her out with me? I believe that she would be able to do great service towards what we want to do, especially as we are aiming to kill Nargul Cogtooth. She is a skilled combatant, to say the least.
Oh,
I mean, she's a little crazy. Like, she's singing and, like, performing crap in the room and jumping around and all this jazz.
Don't say you weren't entertained.
Okay, I was slightly entertained. It was pretty cool. But
So let me take her with me, please. I will. This is my kind. We are brothers and sisters, as it were, connected by the web.
I mean, Jules doesn't need her. She just came in here and wouldn't leave, so we just left her here.
Yeah, that's right.
Very good. Well, I said your name, friend.
Oh, isn't it obvious? My name is Fluorescent Caress.
What?
Fluorescent caress.
Oh, dear me.
That's the name. That is the name.
They have specific names. The Harlequins do.
They very much do. I'm gonna put little apostrophes in there to make it a little more elvish.
There you go.
Fluorescent caress.
Caressa.
Caress.
Gotta put some glottal stops in there.
Fluorescent caress.
So you now have Fluorescent Caress with you. She's told you about this vision, basically, that she saw this Farseer pretty much turn away from this rebirthing and left Plague. So we'll see what happens there. So you guys are all back at the entrance. Griff is ready to take you to the Imperial base if you're ready to go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're all ready, armed up, set?
Yeah, I suppose before we go, I will explain to Fluorescent Caress that before we go forwards, I would like you to know that we are working with our Imperials. They have very, very small minds, as it were.
Ew. Small minds? What, do they believe in some weird human god?
They do. It's very strange. I just call him Chair Daddy.
Chair Daddy. I will make up a dance about it.
Yeah, that would be...
I'm gonna moon people.
Oh my goodness, this is the first time I've laughed in a long time, Fluorescent. Thank you for being here.
So you're doing like mooning everybody while doing like sitting in a chair or something? Is that the dance?
So this is I suppose just so you're aware that there is a female. Her name is Renee. She is skilled in combat, an excellent ranger, a great pilot, but she might not warm up to you very well. There's also a certain Maximilian Decimation Granado. If you demonstrate your skills in combat, I'm sure he would be willing to be a little more open-minded, quite frankly. He's a bit of a brute.
So a spiky one, and then a brick?
House.
Yes. One is very, well, I suppose that is a great way to explain them. Very spiky, and then just a brick.
I have a way of painting pictures with my words.
I quite appreciate it. It does paint their personalities very well.
So you see Torian come back with what appears to be a very flamboyantly colored Eldar in his wake.
Never before have my eyes been so assaulted with color since the last time we fought against orcish ships.
Oh, I'll show you colors.
I'd rather you didn't, please.
Let me tell you this much. She is a Harlequin. A
Harlow what?
A Harlequin. The paintings she will be making will be... Yes. She'll be painting with the blood of her enemies, as it were, beautiful tapestries to her god.
Well, you're capable, and if you think she's capable, then I believe you, I suppose.
I could take you all with my hands behind my back.
Okay, that's creepy.
Straight jacket me, I'll show you.
Let us go.
Yeah, let's continue, please.
You're doing a great job with playing this character. Awesome.
It's like it's part of me.
Oh, that's creepy.
I'm feeling myself
all right, let's
coming
continue.
That's your wife,
Tyler,
Tyler.
you live with that. I hope you...
Tyler.
Oh boy,
You married me.
danger.
Actually, you
All
know
right.
what? I seeing some of the things that Rebecca had done with her characters, I live with something kind of like that too. So, you've seen some of her
Moral of the
you've
story:
seen-
play D&D with your wives before you marry them.
You've seen some of her rogue characters, so yeah.
It's true. It's true.
That is very true. So Griff, he opens the blast doors leading out to the tunnel system. He turns on his light and begins to guide you through this labyrinth of tunnels, mazes, all that good stuff, until you get to what appears to be a kind of an open cavern-like area, and there is a single small ladder leading up to a similar hatch that you guys went through in the factory. All right, so this is gonna take us to one of our safe houses by the Imperial Guard base. If you leave the building and take a left on the first street you come up to, you'll come right up to the Imperial base. There's an old schoolhouse that's kind of overlooks the base that has a nice bell tower. I'm gonna take a position there with my rifle, and I can give you some information on orc movements. If I see anything sketchy, reinforcements, things like that, I'll be able to help you. So, you guys all have the same Vox channel. You can get with me. I'll give one to this crazy chick. She can have one too. Just don't sing in my ear. I'd really appreciate that.
And
Yeah.
I got a good joke for you.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
You sure?
Okay, just one.
I'll tell you later. I'm crying out too much.
Okay, that was good. That was a good cover. So yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So good luck. Watch out for Cogtooth, man. He's gonna. If you guys make it back alive, I'm gonna be impressed.
I intend to keep my distance.
All right. So you guys climb up the ladder. You go to the directions of where our good boy Griff gives you, and you see on the outside of the base, it's built into the side of that massive cliff that overlooks the city. You see, if you're looking at the map, you're coming from, I would say, the northeast, so the corner of it, basically the top right corner, and you see a large set of blast doors wide open, and it looks like it's a small hangar. There's like a few vehicles in there. Let's do an awareness check, actually. Let's do that.
Okay.
So if you guys want to roll an awareness check to see if you can spot some specific things.
Awareness. All right. Ooh, nice. 8 successes,
Whoa,
and my rat.
jeez.
8 successes, and my wrath dice is a 6.
Oh wow, you killed it.
You see into the astral plane.
You
The omniscient, the
Seriously.
omniscient dimension is open before me, or whatever the heck it is.
7 successes.
So 8, 7. What did you guys get?
8 with 6 on my wrath dice.
Okay. What about Renee and Torian? Are you guys making this check also, or
I made the check. I got 4 successes.
okay?
Yeah. I will not beat out that 8 successes.
No,
You
that's
know why?
insane.
Because we're superior. Never mind.
Dang! All right, let's calm down.
No, I just didn't build my character to have crazy awareness, okay?
I didn't build my character to crazy awareness either. That was not my intention, but it happened. So, anyway.
Okay, so Maximilian, as you are kind of scoping out this base, you also notice this fluorescent caress. You kind of begin to fidget with your, what did you call them last episode, Danny? It was just like such a cool word for eyeballs for robots. I can't remember.
They're just like they're optic.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I could
something
not
or other?
remember the word optics. You begin to mess with your optics, and you see in room number 11, there are a bunch of small goblin-like creatures that are banging on different, pieces of equipment, vehicles, ships, things like that. And with that 6, you also see a fairly large orc with a massive backpack and a huge harness filled with various tools. I'm going to send you guys a picture so you guys can see what he kind of looks like. But that is what you both see.
So goblins with a special orc.
Exactly. I'm going to pull that picture up.
And
But
this
yeah,
and
you
this
have
orc
that.
doesn't. Does this orc? But like, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how much description we got of this cogtooth fellow, but with this,
I'll explain to you what the description that Jules gave you.
yeah.
He is pretty much almost completely cyborg. There's very
One of
few
the enlightened,
parts.
I see.
There's very few parts that he has that are, orc. Basically, he wears bright yellow armor. And he has some very strange gizmos, gadgets, and you could honestly set him apart from an average orc. So I kind of sent you a picture of what he looks like. So that is
more
what you
machine than orc now. But that's cogtooth. That's not the orc that we see, correct?
So based off the description, that is Cogtooth. You see him working with these small goblin-like creatures in this large hangar bay, basically.
So I whisper to my fellow comrades and say, well, I guess that was easy. At least spotting him, that is. Now, how to decommission him while ruining as few parts of the Omniscient on him as possible?
I would say, Maximilian, you are skilled enough that you could destroy him completely, and I'm sure you'd be able to salvage enough to, I guess, dedicate to your god, as it were. Just do your thing, decimate him. Don't even worry about it.
He kind of looks back at the Eldar and says, I may be, you may see me as foolhardy or strange at times, but I'm not stupid.
As you guys are talking in the road, I need you guys to all make a stealth check for me.
Fetch.
As you begin to hear like a small patrol of orcs walking down the street towards you.
Oh man, Cogtooth, you made some really cool stuff the other day. You made this really cool rolling car for Greg, who got blown up the other day. And it was really nice. Everyone liked it. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Oh man, I'm so excited for the party that's happening today in the cafeteria. Oh, I heard that the Gretchens are making delicious foods. Oh,
I got an 11.
yeah, you're right.
I got
geez. All right.
4, and my wrath die was 1.
Oh.
If this helps counteract things at all, maybe, hopefully, I got 5 6s, and my wrath die was a 6.
Surely that negates any possible.
So and then you got, what did you get? So everybody, Renee, Fluorescent, Torian, everybody's here's the orcs coming, and they dive behind some rubble and some destroyed cars, and you see Maximilian is like walking out like towards like the base, like he's gonna
what
go
am I
fight
doing?
this guy. And then he's going to, you see Torian
Maximilian,
grab
stop!
Maximilian and pulls him back behind the car, and the orcs come around the corner, and you hear them talking about the fighting they had, like how they're kicking the other clan's butt, all this kind of stuff, and they pass by.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
At this point, before we start moving forwards, I'll say, please, let me aid us as I have before, and I will sort of wave my hands above my head briefly and call upon the shadows to overtake us as I attempt to conceal us.
All right, try to roll that power for me.
So I got 5, which was the amount that I needed to get in order to succeed.
Awesome.
So what this will do, it'll get us a +1 to our defense and a +1 to any stealth tests we make. A +1 die to any stealth test we make.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's going to be very helpful for Maximilian.
Apparently.
Yes.
I have
All
7
right, so you
dice in
guys-
stealth, but whatever.
You guys are outside this base. You have the layout. You see that the orc in question is in the hangar bay. It's your world. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go in a different way? Do you want to just charge in? It's your call.
Renee is already taking aim and getting ready for a shot.
All right. Well, Maximilian is going to take out his omniscient axe. Not planning to charge right away, but like he's ready to. He's taking a battle stance.
And in terms of like exact distance, how far away is Nargul?
I would say he's pretty far distance. I would say like 2 football fields away.
2 football fields.
So it may take you like, I don't know, 4, 5, or 6 move actions to get there.
Right.
So it's pretty good distance.
I would say my guess is that Maximilian wants to move in a bit closer. He'll only get the benefit from my cloaking if I stick close by.
Mm-hmm.
So
maybe I should just start with my my weaker my galvanic rifle then until I'll do that then.
So there is terrain in between you and the hangar. So there's like a broken down wall. There's old Imperial vehicles that have been destroyed and salvaged. There's explosion holes from artillery shells, like craters. There's room for you guys to move up if you would want.
Right. Yeah. I say we should probably move up slowly. Just kind of taking up defensive positions as we move up in case we're spotted.
Okay. So let's have you guys do one more stealth check for anybody who's trying to move up.
So y'all get a +1.
Excellent.
If you're moving up with me.
I got 1, 2, 3 successes, and my wrath dice was again 1.
Oh my goodness.
I got 6 successes on this one.
Okay, so Renee is more than good. Renee, are you going to hang back and shoot from really far away?
The thing is, 2 football fields is just outside of my range. I'm going to move up, so I'm just at the edge of my range. And
we all know what hanging back does in 40k.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can. Is there any sort of flanking maneuver? From what I see, I don't see anything like that, but I wasn't sure if anybody knew about that.
I mean, I don't think there's an outright rule for a flanking bonus, but I think that's something where the game master could rule in someone's favor that they get like an additional die or something to that effect.
Yeah. So what are you thinking?
I mean, with him being in the garage, it's not like I can completely flank him, you know? So I'm going to like go out wider. So I'm not like directly facing him, but just kind of fan out a little bit in my movement.
Okay, perfect. So you guys, Torian, what did you get on yours?
Oh,
Danny?
sorry.
Yeah.
I got for whatever reason. I thought you were asking Renee again. I was like, oh, sorry. No, I got 7 successes.
7 successes. All right. And then what did you get again, Maximilian? It was a 2.
I got 3.
So amazingly, as you guys move up, they are so focused on the machinery that you all are able to move up to your desired amount, to your desired locations.
What about this?
And you're all set. Yeah, you're more than fine. So yeah, so you guys have them in your sights. Is now up to you what you want to do.
All right.
What do you want to do, Spiky?
I'm not near you.
He's talking.
In the Vox.
I thought we all moved up
And
together.
I'll use the aim shot to fire off a round.
So you guys all firing at the same time? Or is Renee just popping it off?
I think I might as well fire along with this.
And I'll call upon I'll call upon the warp to smite.
All right. Okay, so make your attacks and we'll see what happens.
Let's see. I'm going to be sustaining my conceal, which will increase the difficulty of this check by 2.
My shot or?
No, just of my own personal smite.
Okay.
Ooh, alright, my ballistic skill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes with my wrath dice at 6.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's really good.
That is very good. And I got 8 successes on my smite.
I got a 14 on my shot to hit.
Nice.
So there were 3 6s in there. What did I need to get? Because I'll shift the other ones into
So what happens is you guys all are able to fire. It looks like everything is going correct. You unload a barrage of bullets, lasers, warp powers upon this unsuspecting orc. And as you see the bullets get closer and closer and closer, a shimmering gold field appears around the orc. And you see the bullets ricochet off. The laser gets absorbed into the force field. And you see the orc turn around and he looks out and he says, "Who's out there? What kind of lousy git shoots a man in the back as he's working on his own car? You little pansies!"
What about my psyker powers? Do those go through?
I will say those will go through because those are psychic powers.
All right, so I rolled an 8 to succeed on this. It's just against their defense.
Okay, that hits for sure.
It'll be their defense +2.
Okay, that's fine. You hit.
Great. I'm gonna deal 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, so your warp powers just because they are something out of this world are able to bypass this force field, and it hits him, does some damage, and he's like, "Well, good thing I set up that new generator in the bunker. Now these puny little Eldar humans won't be able to hurt me." And you see him run into the base, and he comes back. He says, "Grots, get him, Grots!" And the little tiny goblins that were helping him all just like begin to pick up, little tiny pistols, knives, tools, all sorts of junk. And there's about 30 of them. And they begin to charge at you guys. So we're going to go into initiative here. And who would like to go first?
It's going to take a little bit for the goblin things to even get to us, right?
Oh, definitely.
You have probably a round.
Okay, so
What if I use
for this,
a warning?
I mean, I can go first if you guys want. For this first round,
Sure.
I'm not going to take out my axe just yet. I'll take it out when they are upon us. So for now, I'll use my galvanic rifle again. 8d6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Okay, so this mob of Gretchens, they have a defense of 4.
So that leaves 3. That means I take 3 of them out?
Exactly. So you shoot your galvanic rifle, you take out 3 of these Gretchens, and
Okay.
they continue storming.
Literally decimated. You took out a 10.
I literally decimated them. Yeah, that is the definition of decimation, yes.
You did. Good job. I'm very impressed.
Thank
Do
you.
yell like, "Granado!"
Granado!
Now they know the meaning of decimation.
Oh, missed opportunity.
What do you mean missed opportunity?
Granado!
I'm not gonna yell like that. Come on. Decimation is not that uncouth, usually.
The Gretchens are going to split into 2 groups. One group is going to attack Maximilian. The other group is going for Tolrien. So we're going to roll for these bad boys. So,
All right.
please be good, because I really want to hurt you guys. All right, here we go. Freaking amazing.
Oh, dear.
Balls. That is 7 successes against Maximilian.
Okay. So, my defense is 3, so that leaves 4 left.
Well, you because of my conceal, you have a defense of 4.
4, okay, so that's 3
So
left.
that is good. So they hit you. So they're going to hit.
Okay.
They're going to do some damage with their little knives and miscellaneous tools that they picked up.
I'll go ahead and spend a shock to try to mitigate that.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
they haven't done their damage
they
yet.
haven't done their
mind.
damage yet.
I'm sorry. Oh, you were just rolling to see if it hit. Well, yeah, okay.
No, they already hit. So they are
Okay.
going to do a total of 10 damage to you.
Spencer thought that they had a round before getting to us. Are they using ranged weapons?
Oh, you're right. I should probably do that. Sorry. You're right. Well, I will use the Grot Blasters, which they would have hit anyways. So here we go. Here we go, Nick. Ooh-wee, much better.
I don't
All right,
like that.
Let's see if we get a wrath die. Nope. All right, so they're going to do a total of 12 damage as they pull out their little dinky revolvers that are totally...
Okay, so my resilience is 8. I subtract that from the damage, correct?
Yes.
So
you
that
got
leaves 4
over.
left. And I would rather not spend that on wounds. At least not on these little guys. So I'm going to try to I'm going to spend a shock to see if I can mitigate more of this. My shock is my soak is I spend a shock and my soak is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I negate all of it, I believe.
You negate all of it, so that all goes to your shock. So good job.
So that means my shock of 7, which was reduced to 6 because I did this thing, is now down to 2.
Yes.
I still don't like that, but that's better than that. That's better than what it could have been.
It's true. And now we're going to have the other group shoot at Tolrien. So they're going to pull out their little grot blastas, and you just hear them like, and they're just blasting away. They totally failed. They got 1 success, so I'm sure that is definitely not going to hit. So they all stop, and they just go boom, 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 boom. And you see the bullets
Huzzah.
hitting the dirt, the dust, all flying around you as you were nimbly dodging out of the way of these bullets. So they have gone. So who wants to go next? We have Maximilian.
I'll go next if that's cool.
Yeah, go for it.
So I am going to start this off by running away. I'm going to move back. I'm going to move back a ways, and I'm going to like my full distance back, and I'm going to, which is, I believe it's 40 feet if using the conversion. And I'm going to use a flashbang.
All right. So you're using on the mob that's shooting you?
Yes. And it potentially, if I'm able to get some good successes, I'll be able to hit the ones that are going up against Granado, depending. So I got 10 successes.
Nice.
I needed I needed 4 successes. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I had 3 6s amongst those. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to push those 3 to increase the range by 10 meters and then add an additional shock. So let's see. So first I need, anyone that is within 15 meters of the blast radius, which is the Gretchens that were on me, have to make a toughness test with a difficulty number of 3.
Let's go for this mob. They have really sucky toughness, so they're probably going to fail. And they got 1 success. They failed.
So they will be. So they will take 2 shock, and they will be blinded for 1 round.
All right. So they do not have shock, so they are going to take 2 wounds. I say, as you shoot this flash into the air, it literally melts the retinas out of 2 of the of the Gretchens, and you just hear them. Ah! They're grabbing their eyeballs, their eye holes.
Gretchens?
And
my holes!
That's what he says, and then they fall over, and 2 of them die just from this. The shock of the flash.
Oh, I hope so.
You hear one of them's like,
"Man, this really sucks. The boss, he beats us up if we don't fight, but then we have to fight and we just get killed."
Stop. No.
Oh dear.
They need HR.
Okay, so Torian just went. So we have
HR doesn't care about you now.
Oh, deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts by Renee.
They just don't want to get the company sued. That's all their purpose.
So we have Renee, Maximilian, and Fluorescent. You guys can decide who goes next.
Fluorescent?
Do you want it?
I really don't know what I'm doing, so.
What do you want to do?
Chill with whatever.
You could shoot your
I'm
pistol.
just gonna shoot my pistol. What's a mist?
That's your staff.
Yeah.
So you could hit something with that if you wanted. That's up to you.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot. Oh my gosh. Doesn't mean I roll well.
That is really bad.
Yeah. Nothing is above a 4.
Well, the 4s are successes.
Well, I
You
have
hit 1.
one success out of 11.
You unload with your shuriken pistol, and you are able to... Are you going to shoot at the group that's shooting at Maximilian or Torian?
Tolrian.
Torian.
I was.
I told Rian because we're yes, we are kin. We are kin.
Ooh.
Don't you know my gun is called a caress?
So you are able to take out one of the Gretchens and the group that's attacking Torian. So now we got Maximilian and we got Renee.
I'm gonna, since I'm far away from everybody, I'm gonna try and take my turn to examine and see if I can't see what is projecting the force field. If there's any sort of like sensors that are making that exist on the outside that I could use a called shot, very difficult called shot, but be able to shoot it.
Yeah.
There's a generator in the bunker, but still there has to be something that projects a force field.
True. If you want, you could do a tech check.
A tick check. Okay. I'll do that. 7 successes.
Nice. All right. So you notice that on his backpack specifically and the back, there is some kind of, I don't really know how to describe this because it's some kind of futuristic technology, but I would say something that is able to channel power from a source that is not located near him. We don't have something like that.
So does he is the force field around him specifically, or is it the door of the garage?
It's around him.
I thought it was
specifically.
I thought it was around the door of the garage. Okay, that makes more sense.
So it is around him specifically. You see that the device is on his back, on his backpack. But you know, just from your experience with, force fields, the Imperial technology that you've seen while you're in your training, that these kind of powerful force fields can sometimes get an external source. So if you can find that external source in the base, then you should be able to deactivate it. If you would like, you could do a called shot. It would be very difficult to do, but I would definitely allow you to be able to do that.
Knowing orcs, it's probably a big box that
Flashy
says
shield.
force field
It
or
probably
big
says
shields
something like
with a
big
Z.
earth shields to make sure that it was even bigger than it was before. They put big earth shields.
Big earth
The
shields.
flashy.
Not true.
Yeah, I think Renee is going to try and do a stealth mission on her own and go into the base and find that and deactivate it so everybody else can get their shots.
All right. I like where this is going. All right. So are you going to go through the
Hot
hangar?
stuff.
What's your entry method?
Looking at what you have sent us, there is the hangar area. And the rest, that big line, that is like the wall. That's like rock.
Yeah, so that's the cliff face. So the hangar is built in. There's a building on the outside that you know is the cafeteria, like the mess hall area. And then they have a firing range underneath that. And then there's another entrance. So anything with like the triangles, that means it's a door, like a doorway.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna try and stealth on the outside through... Let's go to number 9. Let's go through the cafeteria.
Okay.
And hopefully nobody catches me
So
there.
we'll say with your turn, you're able to make it to the door. Let's have you make an awareness check.
Do you not want me to do a stealth?
Do a stealth. If you want to stealth up to it, do a stealth check.
I mean, I would rather nobody knew that I was getting there.
I'm hoping that you will be known.
Oh, okay. You won't notice me. That's a promise.
Unless I have an awareness of 15.
If you have an awareness of 15, but I got a 12.
Woo!
So, with a 6 on my
That
wrath
is
die.
killer. All right. You are able to easily stealth up to the mess hall. I'm going to say you can open the door super stealthily. Inside, you see the mess hall is legit packed with orcs. And at the center, you see this crudely made birthday cake, and and they're just having a little party, and they're just like eating food, fighting, brawling, drinking grog, ales, all sort of food, whatever food they can get. And they're just like, oh, wow, this is the best birthday party. And they're like, shut up. And he punches him in the face, and everyone's laughing. Oh man. Oh, Grimgar's going to love this birthday party. He's going to be, hey, you shut up.
Hey, don't tell me my teeth look bad.
So they're just like fighting and just talking and just causing a mayhem in the mess hall.
I'm gonna shut the door quietly. And next turn, I'll go around to the other entrance that doesn't have a number. Not the garage, but the lower one.
I see what you mean. Awesome. Yeah. All right, so now we're back at the top. You've been able to thin out the grots a little bit more, the little Gretchens. So 3 more are taken out by your rifle. All right, awesome. So you gun down a few more of them. Danny, I can't remember. Is it a will check to see if they break?
It is considered it's called a morale check. And yeah, I want to say they make a conviction check equal to like 5, but it should be in the bestiary section. Their resolve rules. A mob normally takes a standard, which is a difficulty number 3 resolve test when half or more of their number are slain. That test is only done once per round and is taken at the very end of the round. If the mob has multiple reasons to take the resolve test, the difficulty number for the test is increased by 1.
Before we're going to get into that, they are going to... they're actually going to take some cover. They're going to go hide behind like the little pieces of metal, things like that. They're going to get a little bit of an increase to their defense. And then they're going to unload on Torian again and also on Maximilian.
With the distance that I've put myself between and all of the things that are... I forgot about that.
Thank you.
In the way, do I have some cover?
They're probably all going to shoot Maximilian, and they might shoot Fluorescent.
Okay. She kind of sticks out.
Yeah, she's like, I bet I could hit that one. She's bright pink.
Oh. Hit me!
All right, so they're going to shoot the group that was firing at Torian is going to shoot at Fluorescent, and then the other group's going to shoot at Maximilian. So let's see what happens. Ooh, not too a shabber. A 5. Ooh. What is your defense? 5. You are able to avoid. This is against Fluorescent. You shoot and you nimbly dance out of the way of the bullets, and you are just giggling and having a great time.
Can I use one of my powers?
Do you have something that can be used as a reaction?
Is it a reaction? Because if I have this roll higher than an attack.
When it's
anyway, I negate wounds anyway.
Yeah,
it's fine.
You're fine.
Okay.
So you're fine. You were able to dodge them. Now we're going to have the attacks against Maximilian. So they're going to unload with their little grot blasters at you, and they roll a little bit better. So another 5. All right, so here we go. So we're going to do some damage here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
That is a total of 14 damage.
Oh, man.
So they are literally turning their guns, kill shot style, unloading with their revolvers. Some are loading more bullets in, then they're shooting their other. Some are dual wielding, blasting you with both like cowboys. And it's working for them amazingly. They did 14 damage. So yeah. Ooh, Nick.
You're a melee fighter.
I said, Nick, get some power armor. That's going to help. Okay, so how much damage? Roll those 2 dice and see if you can soak those bad boys.
Maybe he can get some orcish power armor.
Oh my gosh, that'd be epic. That'd be really
They all
cool.
swarm him and Nick emerges with their pieces of armor on him.
He is Cogtooth.
Nah, just wear the Gretchen's as power armor.
Oh my gosh.
If you...
I can just sense the fury of Maximilian right here. So you're down to 2. You are badly injured.
You're getting taken down by rods.
He's heavily wounded. All difficulties have increased by 2 for him because of heavily wounded.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, who's up? They attacked.
Floor. Who?
You want to go? We got Torian.
Yeah, I say, let's see. I can do something that will potentially make them easier to hit. Would you guys like that?
I don't care.
There are 9 in one group and 12 in the other.
I'm gonna drop sustaining my conceal, and all of the Eldari have their psychic specific powers have like flip sides to them. So my conceal can also do something called reveal. So I'm gonna So I'm going to turn that around, and almost as if the shadows begin to run away from the space, and like light begins to highlight these Gretchens. Let's see if I'm able to successfully carry this maneuver out.
All right, their defense is 4, so you got to get above a 4.
I actually have to get a 5 because this is just a flat check for the reveal.
Gotcha.
So it is going to be 6. Let's see. So I'm going to push one of the 6s that I got. Actually, I'm going to push 2 of the 6s that I got because I'll be able to I'll be able to keep that up with just these numbers. And what it's actually going to happen is rather than it targeting one enemy within a ranged medium blast area, it's going to affect enemies in a large blast area. Mm-hmm. And I don't recall exactly what the large blast means.
Well, you get all of them, so we'll say that.
I'm getting all of them, I hope. And so what this does is they cannot benefit from bonuses to defense or stealth due to concealment or cover. Ooh. So they have been highlighted as the shadows have shifted away from them.
That's going to be
and
helpful.
Light highlights them. Yes.
A large area affects 5.
5 meters?
It says affected 5.
Affected 5.
Page 229, if anybody's curious. 5.
Affect 5. So we'll say 5 meters, was it 25 feet?
Affects a number of targets based on their listed blast size. So, 5 targets.
It's 5 targets. Since
I'm going to say they're 2 mobs, you're able to hit them very easily. Because they're all just grouped together anyways.
Because mobs are considered
5.
differently.
So do these grots think they're going to heaven or Valhalla for grots? Because they're just glowing now after taking down this.
They're like
max.
They're like, Tooth, witness me! And we're now going to do the resolve check because I forgot to do that. So let's see if they're willing to stand and fight. The group with 9 is like, no, screw that. And you see that they're ready to book it after being lit up. The other group, let's see how they do. They have terrible conviction. Wow. They rolled 2 6s and a 5. So they are digging in for the long haul. So there are 12 that are bunkered down, shooting at Maximilian.
No, their guns are specially tilted to get maximum effect. They
have maximum kill damage by turning them sideways. Some are dual wielding pistols, and they're both turned sideways. So that's what.
Oh my goodness!
So that was what you do. So we have Renee and we have Fluorescent. So let's go with Fluorescent, and then we'll go with Renee after that. How about that?
Sure.
So what do you want to do?
I don't have any Mass Effect powers.
You do not.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I thought when you attack mobs, you are just shooting the group in general. And
I'm trying to remember how the salvos work.
I like that. I like that fast, dirty
rule. Does it give you more attacks?
So salvo gives you additional damage die to add on to the thing. So you expend a reload. Everyone has 3 reloads to start. So you expend a reload, you get 3 additional damage die that you can roll to potentially deal more damage.
So you can do that, and that would be able to hit more people. Because the more successes you have, the more you can shift into hitting more targets. Yeah. So if you want, you can do that.
Okay, guys, you ready for the dice to hit the table?
So you're going to have 11 plus another 3.
1, 2. With another 3 dice?
Or is it 2? Sorry, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Here you go. 13.
That's all my dice. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh my
wow,
gosh,
you're blowing it.
No.
Well, there you go.
What?
There's a success.
There's 1.
Okay, so calculate all those mothers up.
Oh, here's that one hit the floor. Oh, whoops. Okay.
Okay, here we go. So 6s, get the 6s by themselves. So you're able to hit. You're able to push the 2 6s. So you're going to hit 3 more individuals from this group.
Around
with your salvo,
Maximilian?
Around that are charging at Maximilian with his grot blasters. Awesome. And now we'll go with Renee. Renee, you're sneaking down to the southern entrance, right?
Yeah, the bottommost entrance is what I'm gonna try and peek my head in this time and see if I can't find anything that is less orky.
Okay. As you open this door, I'm going to say your stealth roll was sufficiently good from last time. The corridor is empty. Do you want to enter in, or what do you want to do?
I have
Do you want to make any checks?
I have that special pad, the data pad from the Imperial base. Is that any additional information about this?
Make another tech check for me. Tech check.
Tech check.
Oh, you guys are singing?
8
What's
successes.
the word?
Okay.
Always.
Gunman.
Okay. You know that based off the schematics of the base, power of that magnitude could only be located in 2 possible locations.
The turlet.
Yes, one's the toilet. So one is in the supply depot, which is the large room that you're about to enter into. The second area is right offside of the command center. Where is that? Yeah, the command center on the very bottom.
Oh.
There could be a potential power source in there also.
I really
So those
should
are
have checked my notes before entering this base.
So those are the 2 ideas you could go with. So it's up to you. So you're outside. You look through the door. No one's in the corridor. How do you want to proceed?
Knowing that those are the 2 places that it possibly could be, I'm gonna. There really isn't like anything else that I can do other than like stealth and tech check my way in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into that first room. And then I'm going to try and like investigate around the room to see if I can't find a major power source.
Okay, so let's have you do an awareness check as you enter in to get the general feel of the room.
6 successes and a 1 on my wrath die.
You are able to find that. So this room is basically has large piles of crates, supply crates, things like that, like giant shipping container sized. It's a fairly dark room, so you could stealth through it pretty easily. The problem is, as you open the door to go into this room and you begin to look around, you actually bump into 3 orcs who are just walking around this area. And they're like,
Oh, Grog, what are you do? Wait, you know, Grog. What you do? Get him, smash him!
and they begin to, they're going to pull out their weapons on you.
Jeez.
Okay, Dan. Are you ready to record these bumpers for the Necropodicon Network?
It was Brad who introduced us to the Necropodicon Network.
Dan, I can't...
Yes, Brad is the one that found me to join this content-rich network of perfect podcasts. Now listen.
Dan, we both co-host the show.
He owns the network that the Indie Film Review, our show. Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense. Here, if you have the podcast, and I have some headphones, see, I put them on, my headphones reach across the room and start to listen to your podcast.
Daniel, we have the same podcast.
I listen to your podcast. I listen up.
Daniel, Jesus Christ.
Do you think that your goofing and gaffing would surpass me? I am the Indie Film Review. I am the Necropodicon Network.
Listen to the Indie Film Review for the lowdown on all the coolest indie film you probably never heard of. The Indie Film Review. I've abandoned my boy.
Dun, da, 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 da.